Welcome back. Tom Hill is joining us now, also from Atwood, and obviously you've brought an interesting guest.
This is a great horned owl.
Okay, and she does not have a name, right?
She does not have a name.
All right, so what's her deal?
She was hit by a car, and she has nerve damage on her right side and can no longer fly anymore.
Wow. Okay, so you guys have this program, it's called Birds of Prey. Do you have a lot of birds there then at Atwood?
Right now we have 6 that are all injured and won't survive in the wild any longer.
She has this look like she is ready to kill me. What are you doing? She's very intense.
She's a little nervous, but
Okay.
she's really gentle, and she's probably just going to sit here.
Yeah, she kind of looks like a possessed Furby. Now, explain, is this the nerve damage too? The reason why she has one tuft of feathers up and one tuft down?
Right. That the one feather tuft will lay down flat.
Okay.
She can't extend her right wing any longer.
Wow. Wow. So, how does this program exactly work then? Can people come out and see these birds, or what?
They are on display in the park, and people can
Okay.
come out and see them in their enclosures at any time during park hours. And then we do programs with them as well.
Yeah, Becky, tell us about some of the programs that people can get involved in.
Sure. The Birds of Prey program is a program that's been at the Park District for a while also. It's one of the efforts we have on environmental education and teaching people about the animals that actually live in the area.
Mm-hmm.
The Birds of Prey, as Tom said, are on display in their mews from 8:30 to 10. You're welcome to come into the park and see them. You could book a program where Tom and any of our other Bird of Prey volunteers or staff might come out and you could see these animals up close. We're also in the process of working to redevelop the whole exhibit at the Park District for the Birds of Prey, which includes a redesign of their enclosures to make them accessible to all people, and it will actually be a much healthier environment for the birds with the design that we're working with.
Oh, why is it healthier for the birds?
Currently, the cages are maybe 15 years old.
Probably.
So, and they're wood. We're looking to put in concrete floors so that the soil is not in direct contact. Birds can contract different types of bacteria or diseases from the ground. A concrete floor will allow us to disinfect and clean things more easily for the better health of the birds.
So it's like a win-win.
Absolutely.
All right. Now there's a reason, Tom, that she does not have a name, right?
Correct. We don't want people to think that they are our pets. We want them to remember they're wild animals. They should be out in the wild, and you can't just go to PetSmart and buy an owl. It just doesn't work that way.
And you were telling me during the break too. I cannot pet her. I don't think I want to with that stink eye she's giving me, but I can't hold her either. Like, I mean, she's used to you. Did that take a long time? Did they warm up to certain people?
They do get used to people. She's fairly used to being handled. We've had her since 1996. She's been with us. So
she's 19 years old.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Do they live that long in the wild?
In the wild, they live to be about 14.
Okay.
In captivity, she could live to be 30.
Gotcha. So Becky, is this something that teachers could consider as like a field trip for kids?
Absolutely. We often incorporate it into our residential education programs, but schools could call us and book just a Bird of Prey program where we'd come in for an hour and talk about what makes a bird of prey and some of their special adaptations that make her unique in the bird world.
Mm-hmm. What would she be like in the wild? Is this a bird that kind of perches and hunts, or?
Yeah, in the wild, they're nocturnal, so she would be out at night.
She's got those massive eyes. I can see why she can see at night.
Yeah, they see very well at night, and they would perch in a tree and do their hunting. And
it seems like she has very good hearing, and the reason I say that is because a minute ago, I don't know if you noticed this, my ankle cracked. You could barely hear it, and she tuned in on it right away. She knew something happened down there.
Absolutely. They say that they can.
Those eyelids are crazy. That's like from Men in Black. They were like sideways.
They say that they can hear a mouse running through the grass from 100 yards away. So
wow.
They have incredible hearing.
That's amazing. So why birds? What's the focus on birds for?
Birds are an animal that you probably see every day.
Yeah.
We grow up with them. We've seen birds. We can all identify with what a bird is. These birds are special because their injuries are a result of human actions. Not intentional normally. We don't intentionally hit an owl with our car, but they are injured because of human actions. So us being able to use them for educational purposes helps them sustain their life. They have a purpose, and they work for their dead rats that we feed them every day. So they help bring the birds more closely to the people.
Because with her injuries, you said she has some nerve damage on one side. Would she have survived with that in the
No.
wild? Okay.
She wouldn't have been able to hunt with her not being able to use her right wing. She wouldn't have been able to hunt appropriately, so she would have quickly become food for someone else.
Gotcha. I don't know how close of a shot they can get on her, but her neck keeps moving in and out very fast. Sorry, I'm not trying to scare you. She's giving me this look, and then her tongue is moving with it. What's going on there?
She's panting like a dog would pant, and they do it for two reasons. One, if they get hot, they don't have sweat glands like dogs.
Gotcha.
Dogs don't have sweat glands. The other is when they're nervous, they do that.
Oh, are we making her nervous or is she hot?
She's probably a little nervous. Probably a little nervous.
Do you guys have other animals that you do these kinds of things with, or is it strictly the birds and strictly the birds of prey?
It's strictly the birds of prey. We do have the reptiles.
We do have some animals out on site that don't travel like the birds travel. The birds can actually travel to people's sites, but for groups who are in-house, we have a couple of snakes and things that we bring out, and some turtles that we do some snake talks with and turtle talks about. So the kids who are there or the people who are around get to hear more information, and they could touch a snake or see a turtle. So
it's very cool. And
Yep.
and look at the owls. And I mean, man, she's very intense. How do you acquire these animals then once they're hurt?
There's a kind of a network of wildlife rehabilitators that if we're looking for a specific bird, we do some paperwork. We'll call around and do you have a great horned owl that can't be released? And if they do, we do an application process.
Great. Well, what a cool program. I love this because we're giving parents a lot of different options if their kids are interested in science or the environment. Lots of different ways to get involved. Give us the website and the phone number one more time.
Sure, the Rockford Park District is at www.rockfordparkdistrict.org, and the customer service number is 815-987-8800.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and if I survive this break with the owl next to me, I will give you that information again at the end of the show. We'll be right back.